That
Well,
doesn't
it is.
work. That doesn't work.
Oh, there's a legal tool systems.
Greetings, O noble warrioress.
Greetings, O pointy-hatted elf.
Eh?
It is I, Red Sorghum, chosen avatar of the goddess Mothra. I've come to Ankh-Morpork seeking adventure. I've sworn myself to the quest, and may give myself in marriage only to the man who can equal me in combat.
You what? Are you in much demand?
Well, yes, apparently.
You only
Under
cost
the
an hour and a
terms of the
spleen.
Geese, I'm supposed to suffer no insult from any man. Which unfortunately includes wolf whistles, lingering looks, and even passing thoughts of attraction. Which would be all right, but they insist that I wear this get-up. Standard heroine issue. By the way, geese is an archaic word, meaning something like obligations. I really don't want to hear any more jokes about birds.
And it was thinking
Inconvenient.
Kikyo's
It's ever
favourite
so
character.
cold.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
do many people actually just want to try and marry you?
Oh yes, happens all the time. Well, I suppose I encourage it, really. I mean, it's been 10 years, and a girl has to settle down someday. They've been lining up in the taverns ever since I got here. I've been killing people non-stop since 10:30.
Ah. So, just tell me a bit with this one. In order to get engaged to you, they have to...
Match swords with me, yes.
to the death.
Yes.
Sounds
There
dangerous.
seems to be a problem with that.
Actually, it's more boring than dangerous. Well, at least from my point of view. Other girls get to debauch with barbarians, and all I get is two-way conversations with the gods.
Really?
Welcome to
Well,
the
it's not
weirdest
as if
version of
Mothra,
Leisure
goddess
Suit
of
Mary.
stepland, storms and destroyer of cardboard cities, really has anything much to say. I mean, there's the occasional quest aspect of things, but
Mothra.
more often than not, it just means chopping up some mothballs or getting her a nice
I
rug for
suspect
tea.
you to know that confirms
I
it.
suppose there is a lot of posing, and the chainmail bikinis are nice, but it doesn't fill up a Saturday night, if you know what I mean. You, do know what I mean, don't you?
Sure, I know what you mean.
Mothra even gave me this magic sword, said it was to keep me safe. Bitch. Every time I meet some halfway likable man, I have to kill him.
Well, can't you stop it?
Well, no, it's a magical curse, you see. For instance, if I even suspected that you found me attractive, I'd be forced to do something really totally unpleasant. Probably involving spleens.
So many spleens.
It's an organ. Not sure what it does apart from ooze green.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, well, I quite understand. Good thing I don't fancy you then, eh?
I'm ever so pleased. Of course, I feel a lot more comfortable with
Another
you
thing
in a
about
dress.
Rincewind, he was totally oblivious about women.
But very fond of
So
potatoes.
you're a hubby.
Yeah.
That's right. The Icelands, snowfields, that kind of thing. Proud land for a proud people. Forge of destiny, and so forth.
And, well, is that a Hubland costume you're wearing?
Yes, why?
Well, it just doesn't seem climactically appropriate. How does it stay up?
See, this sounds more like
Pressure.
Monty Python dialogue right here.
Pressure?
Everyone's
is a
eyes
lot
are
worse for
always
it.
running all over it.
So where are you from?
And Mitchell, she's
The
only
Hublands.
dressed slightly better than Angela is.
Hubland.
At the
If for
middle of the
sake she's
disc.
wearing
It's
accessible
where all the
shoes.
barbarians live, but you don't see many of them about. They're all too shy.
Shy? Shy hordes?
Well, they get bad press, you see.
Well, only because they crash civilizations, burn cities, and have a thing for the lamentations of women.
They're just enthusiastic, boyish high spirits.
Oh, I see. All that nailing people to doors and setting fire to them is just a way of letting off steam, yes?
Yes, they don't mean anything by it. It's just their way of saying hi.
And
Are
some
you
people
looking
you
at
just
me
don't want for
lustfully?
neighbors.
Yeah.
Me? Madam, after a day like this? Not a
This
chance.
is probably why Conan never stuck around for long.
Oh. Well, that's all right. It's just that if you were looking at me in a lustful manner, as it were, then under Article 5 of the Warrior Maiden of Mothra's Code, I'd have to chop you up into little bits.
Good thing I'm not gawping at you then.
I'll say. So you mean you really don't find me attractive at all?
What? Attractive? Nah, I don't care a monkey's.
He's too
Well-
far.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
You want to grab another tomato?
Yep.
Well, we say grab another tomato.
Yeah.
At the time of this recording, there are 69 days until Metroid Dread.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Yoink. Okay, luggage, don't eat it.
It's not alcohol.
Yes. But it could be food.
We don't have any business here just yet, but
No,
behold.
it'll be a little bit before we have to deal with the Dunny King there.
Yeah,
Okay.
behold the delightful Dunny system. He wants in that door.
Shut up, sit down, no talking.
Everybody likes to tell me to shut up.
to run around infecting everybody else.
I mean, it's Rincewind.
This word you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Yes, a case of latent aggression, no doubt.
There's nothing latent about it.
Woo, woo. Now, I want you to relax and tell me about your innermost feelings. When I say the word in question.
Oh boy.
Woo! That's it, that's it. Now, here we go.
Wait for it.
Monkey.
No, I can't seem to do that.
Oh my calls. Thump.
You need to talk to the troll, leave, come back, and it'll move locations.
Okay.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
The eyes, the awful knowing eyes.
What's
I
happened to you?
love Discworld trolls.
I couldn't take it. Thumping, not thumping, my brain's gone potty. Ah! Get them off me. They're all green.
Excuse me, I seem to be in the wrong conversation.
The Willow.
Yes, look, let's not pursue that, shall we?
It's very delicate, you know.
How do you change voices like that?
Change it like what?
It involves bad Discord connections.
Yeah.
You did it just then.
It's called bucketing.
Channeling?
No, bucketing. It's like channeling, only it doesn't drain away afterwards. It all just sort of sloshes around in there and dribbles out at random.
The winter evenings must just fly by. You wouldn't be a loony by any chance, would you?
My dear sir, I'm shocked, nay, hurt at the insinuation.
Eh?
I am a victim of circumstance, nothing more.
That and the fact that he's barking mad.
Now, look, the young, the dark, the crab-wise.
Oh, no.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Ankh-Morpork.
Which one? We got a bunch of them.
No, we don't.
Who,
We don't
me?
have wonderful wizards here.
True.
Remove stains while it disinfects, makes whites brighter than bright.
Look, I'm afraid I can't handle this right now.
Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm needed somewhere else.
Fouled Ron, is that you?
Oh, now
Oh,
let me
Ron,
guess,
who's
you're
hanging
a
around
patient
Ron?
here, aren't you?
That old one who doesn't appear in this
I'm
game.
just here for background colour.
He's in the
Here,
second game,
chuk,
though.
chuk, chuk,
Yeah.
chuk, chuk, chuk.
We have to steal his
Dark
smell.
they were, and golden their eyes.
Ooh.
The bells, the bells.
Ah, jolly good. Carry on. This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Yeah, leave and come back, and it should let you get closer to the butterfly net.
Okay. There we go.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you...
Yeah.
Oh, who has the money to a receptionist like her?
And you may very well want that on Rincewind's personal.
Okay.
Because we'd be hunting pancakes with that.
Yes.
Pancakes.
Are you him?
Pardon? What?
No, you couldn't be. He would know who he was.
I suppose I should come to expect this kind of thing in my life.
So who are you then?
The mighty wizard, Rincewind.
Oh, is that all? Well, I'm sure he wasn't a wizard. I think I remember him smelling a fish.
Look, who do you want to meet?
Him, my beloved, my long-lost paramour. He's been missing ever since I was a child.
God, give me patience.
Well, it's all very traumatic, I think. They said I really ought to find myself a trauma, then go and see the psychiatrist. Everybody's doing it.
I can imagine.
I think this second
So
trick is
you're
currently
here for a
laid
bad
out at the
memory,
moment.
then?
A little bit.
No? Why'd you ask?
Well, that's a dance's cap you're wearing, isn't it? You look like a pencil.
This is a wizard's hat. A garment of great austerity and history.
Oh, it must be ever so good for storing things.
I don't want to talk about it. The uniform is not negotiable.
Hat equals wizard, wizard equals hat.
What's this about a beloved of yours? True love, is it?
I last saw my true love in the Ramtop Mountains. It was a sign, you see, a sign that my life was to be spent in alpine pursuits. That's why I became a milkmaid.
Really? How fascinating.
I learned to yodel too.
Oh, dear.
So she exists.
Yep.
Shut up, sit down, no talk. If you're mad, you don't...
She will exist more prominently later.
Does she have to?
Yes.
Damn it.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
We have pancakes to steal.
Yes.
Oh, we could go to the street next.
Yeah, we can either do the hair roller or the frying pan, but we're here at the frying pan, so
Yeah.
you gotta go around back. Oh, that's right, we can't do this yet.
Yeah, we need the ladder.
That
We
doesn't
need
work.
the ladder.
Okay, so back to town we go.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money to pay the rent, so out the door I went.
Then I can go to the street, the library stable, this is cook visit. We can go to the palace.
I was gonna say, we can go to the street and get the coil.
Yeah. We'll press escape with that animation shot.
Why don't you ever let me go? Come on.
You're here forever.
Well, where's the doorknob then? Well, where's the door? Well, where's the...
Come on.
I mean, the controls say you press the button, you press left mouse button once to go, and double click to manipulate.
That's what I was doing. I kept closing the damn door on me.
So the street should be out here somewhere.
Let's see.
It's
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
yeah.
And it's just a small point. You can kind of enter the street from either side.
Alms, sir. Alms for the poor.
But I'm already
This
poor.
guy.
Well, you've got a pointy hat.
That's not wealth, that's status.
Oh, well, spare some status for the poor, Governor.
I think you've got that wrong.
How do you mean wrong? It's a simple request transaction. I underline a need and hope that you, in your wisdom, will provide.
It still feels more like Monty Python dialogue.
It's not a question of that, it's a question of practicality. Status, by its very nature, is ineffable. As a quality, it is essentially non-transferable.
So are you going to give me status or aren't you?
I can't just give you status, you have to earn it.
I mean, a lot of this
For
game
instance?
was partially written by Eric Idle, so...
Okay.
Reach the top of your profession. Become the most famous beggar in the city. Get some real diseases.
Well, I'll try. Business is just down a bit. What can I do about it?
You need a more dominating image. Something to demand sympathy. Otherwise, heartless people like me are just going to keep on passing you by.
It's a thought, you know. Yes. Many thanks.
Arms? No, thanks. I'm trying to give them up. Why should I give you money?
Well, it's your traditional medieval street transaction, isn't it, Gov? It's an expected part of your fantasy environment.
But is
You're
he
saying
part of the
that you're
Beggars
just here
Guild?
to add a little bit of colour?
Authenticity, Gov. Authenticity.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you actually looked the part? I mean, just look at you.
Why? What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Well, it's pathetic. I mean, a beggar, by definition, has to be pitiable, doesn't he? I mean, why should someone give him money if he's as hale and hearty as any other geezer on the street?
Oh. Oh, yeah. I think I see what you mean, sir.
Right, well, carry on. What? Me pay you?
Oh, go on.
Why?
Why what?
Why should I give you money when you're no worse off than anybody else?
Well, business is bad, but what can I do about it?
Have you thought about improving your image?
Oh, he
Improve
changes
my
his image, all right.
How?
There's no way this
Well,
conversation's
make
gonna
yourself more
backfire in any
presentable.
way, is it?
Show some
Nah.
self-respect.
What, spend money on clothes and stuff?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, give us 30 shillings until payday then.
But you're a beggar. You don't get paid.
My point exactly.
Right you are then.
They don't get paid, but I believe they got a quota.
So, just a thing, you've been talking about how this game's writing reminds you of Monty Python more than Discworld.
Yeah.
Wait till if you ever experience a second game, that's gonna be heavy into the case.
That doesn't
Oh boy.
work.
First up, you need to look at the coil in the woman's hair.
Oh.
Yeah,
talk-
you're
At
gonna
least
have
I
to do some
suppose
things
it's a hair
first.
roller.
You then talk to the woman.
Is that a curler in your hair?
Impudent wretch, of course it is.
Just asking. So it's definitely a roller then.
What?
In your hair. A hair roller.
Well, of course it is.
yeah.
If it wasn't a roller, then why would it be there?
You wouldn't,
Wouldn't what?
you wouldn't say it's a bit, unusual at all?
Good heavens, no.
I believe this
Right,
is
on.
Lady Ram King, so why would she care?
Oh, so you're having your hair set in a traditional style?
Traditional?
With rollers and curls? Oh yes, it should look very quaint.
Quaint?
Well, yeah, well, a busy woman like yourself can't always be expected to keep up with the new trends.
What? Don't be absurd. Barber, I shall have my hair set straight.
A very wise choice, madam.
And now you talk to the barber.
Oh, okay.
Hello there.
Hmm? Oh, hello.
I
Yeah,
suppose
you need
it's
him
quite a
distracted
sensuous
to
sort of job
pickpocket
then,
him.
playing
Ah.
with women's hair all day.
Yeah, you need to get him
Oh, not really.
distracted about
not
a
with the
certain
type
lady
of women
he
we get
knows.
in here. No silken locks, no golden magic drifting beneath my scissors. Nothing like my wondrous little milk maid.
God damn it.
And now,
That doesn't work.
Aim lower.
That
Should say
doesn't-
pockets.
Ah.
Hello
yeah,
there.
you gotta pixel hunt for the pocket, sadly.
Hmm?
I suppose it's quite...
No,
I said
nothing
the milk
made.
made to death.
Yeah. There we go.
That doesn't work.
You should be able to click and drag at the sides of it to expand that window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I believe you can also double click the title of it to basically expand it to maximum.
Mm. There we go.
There we go. And the good thing about the luggage, it's storage space, it's infinite.
Yep.
Just don't feed it any alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I would recommend going in after you get done walking on the street. The palace should probably be your next stop.
Okay.
There's the... Not yet with that one, but at the end, this will be the toy maker.
Mm.
That's where you grab the string, which you put around the worm. It's also, I'm looking at the time.
Yeah. So, I think this will be a good place to stop it for now.
So, yeah. So, I have been the Raven, I have not been your host. That's been StarprincessHLC, who has been your host. That's been J.K. Lantern, and that has been Surot. And this has been Discworld.
Where's my goddamn sausage in a bun?
Back at the square.
So until next time, be good, be well, and don't eat the sausage in the bun, not at least for a second time.
I will always eat sausage in a bun.
I trust in your life choices, sir.
They actually gave me one at work the other day because somebody dropped a bunch off.
So until next time, later.
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 Bye-bye.